Hello, welcome to Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show, daily bullshit show. Just checking in. Hey, how's everybody doing? We'll start to my left, just based on who's here. We'll take a quick roll call. Hello, Smitty.
Hello, Mr. Walker.
How are things?
Things are well.
Fantastic. Marty Mush back in the building.
How you doing? It's Italian Day.
Is that why you got the? Oh, you're doing a fake Italian bit. You probably won't be the only one.
I'm not. I'm Italian. How am I fake?
Big Ev. Big Ev is here.
Brandon, hello.
How are things?
Things are good.
Good. Good. You look well.
Doing all right. Yeah.
This is gonna be a boring show today.
It is going to be boring. Not going to be a lot. To my right, Mr. Ben Mintz. Hello, Ben.
Hello, Brandon. How are you today?
I'm good, man. Good. Good to see you. Always a pleasure.
See you right.
Good to be seen.
And to the further right, hello, Mr. Busco.
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
All right, been better.
What's on your shirt?
This is my Mad at Dave shirt.
That's your Mad at Dave shirt.
Dumb as fuck.
Well, he's only worth $100 million. I'm sure that shirt's gonna tear him apart.
I seriously have not met somebody that's been here for 9 years and still doesn't know how to handle
3
Dave.
presidencies, by the way.
What do you want me to do?
Stop saying that. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know. You tell me.
You seem melancholy
Guys are
today.
getting scabs next week.
You seem down bad.
I've had easier weeks in my life.
Can you bring us
Hey,
through the
Cal.
If this is your hard week, you're having a pretty good life.
I'll miss Kelly.
bring us through the whole. I want the whole thought process of yesterday, because obviously you weren't in yesterday.
Let's go back a little earlier, Marty. So last week, Dave, the Dave Portnoy Show tweets out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If Rico's not here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm bringing in Jeff Nadeau. Yesterday, no, you texted me right after that and said I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday, you weren't here. Dave, if we got the tweets ready, I don't know if we do. Dave simply said he's going to the bullpen, and on Monday's show, somebody else will be here, and you. So yeah, you can take it over from
It's
here.
been 2 to 3 times a week the whole summer. What do you want me to do?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm asking. Okay. Well, you're supposed to be here 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last week I was at. No, it's 2.
Last week, I thought it was 3.
2 to 3 is what it says.
Your contract says 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3. Fall is 3.
That's an odd contract.
I still don't think he has a contract.
Neither do I after today.
All right. You down bad? You okay?
No, it'll be all right. We do a pick show. Let's go.
No.
No, we do a pick show. We'll
No,
get to the picks. We got
I'm-
plenty of time for picks.
I'm going to tell you, no one in that chat right now is here for the picks. And that's a fact.
Would you like me to read some?
It's your show.
If this guy got the Rico treatment, he'd crumble. I think they're saying that you squeeze people out.
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say? So let's go ahead right here.
Who's on Ancestry?
Let's go ahead. Somebody's on Ancestry.
Smitty?
What are you
No
doing?
free ads.
What the fuck you doing?
No free ads, but you're playing the damn ad during the show.
That's because I'm getting up the YouTube link and it's an automatic ad.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm trying to be a part of the show here.
Smitty, there's no reason for you to be reading the chat. No reason whatsoever for you to be reading the chat.
Just trying to weed out, who's faithful, who's not.
All right, question real quick before we get started. So it has been announced that by Dave that Jeff Nadeau will be here on Monday. My question to you is, do you view anybody else who's on the show Monday as a sellout, as a scab, as a scale? How are you viewing this?
I think so, yeah. It's a union job. If you
It's not.
Please don't say that.
Famously not.
you work with we're going to have to put a rat out in front of the place.
That's actually the move.
I think there already is one, though. That's the thing.
Well,
There
that
was
hasn't
like
been here for a
years.
year.
Yeah.
You should get one.
But get a rat dressed as certain people.
Yeah.
So you're saying if anyone here is on the show Monday, they are out on, you're out on them. Easy. Won't do it anymore.
It'll hurt, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just
I
going to...
can't be out on you, unfortunately.
I won't be here.
We're married together two
Sorry.
times a week in the winter.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, I'm going to be here on Monday.
All right.
I run the plays the coach calls. I will be here Monday. Big Ev, Mintz, Smitty, they make their own decisions. So, Smitty hasn't been here on a Monday other than yesterday in the last 6 weeks.
Yesterday.
He can easily not be here Monday.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where the heart lies. It wants what it wants.
See how it goes.
Big F?
I mean, I'm in a weird spot now because I was supposed to go on vacation next week, but now I also feel like if he's here, it's going to be a bad look for me not to be here.
Well, you do deserve a vacation.
I'm playing it by ear right now. I don't like because I'm not going to run for him. He's talked a lot of shit about me behind my back.
Oh, that's true.
So I'll look
I
him
mean,
in his
he's done
face.
that
I'll look him in his face
every
and say
single
"fuck
person.
you." Like if he's sitting here, like I don't like him.
Just how to stay relevant.
So I mean, if he's here, I'll be here, but I'm not going to run from it.
I'll be honest though, you guys are the same.
Don't say that.
Not in content wise. Do both of you say that I won't talk about the other person?
And body
I
wise,
won't.
I don't.
I won't do it. He quit and he's still trying to come back, which obviously doesn't make.
I will have to ask him that. I mean, all this. I mean, he did quit.
He quit.
He ran.
He didn't get let go.
He quit. He quit.
But it's like I won't talk. But he does talk about you a lot. I'll give you that.
I haven't said a word.
I know, but you have.
you don't.
No, you have.
No, I haven't.
Not
it's
lately.
response.
But
It's
like,
forced. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go.
but we
Doing a
have
show.
We have to talk about it. You know we do.
We'll see.
What do you mean? We'll see. We're talking about
We'd
it.
be
All
wrong
right.
if we didn't.
Ben, are you going to be here Monday?
I mean, look, I hate to be even in the middle of this, but I'm like, what, 9 months in on a 1-year deal? Yeah, I'm going to be here Monday.
Scared.
You can call me that or not, but
Vince, I did it so you get scared. I love you, Vince.
I know. I just my situation.
Don't worry,
I'm not a made
You're
man.
all right.
I'm very far from a made
It's gotta
man.
work.
Exactly, and
He's gotta earn.
And every time I'm not in the office, I hear about vacation stuff. I got to be here.
He's got to be here. You're all right, Vince.
Thank you for understanding, Rico. You know I like you, and I'm honored.
So why don't you come in?
I can't. I'm finagling the way I finagle it. It's 3 times a week.
I
You
got
can't
one.
come in Monday. You're saying.
I have one question, Rico. Though, when he announced last week, if you
Couldn't
don't
do it.
You
That's
couldn't.
the
You couldn't
thing.
make Monday.
Couldn't
Okay.
do it.
Okay. That's it. That's all I want to know. I was like,
Well, did you tell Dave? Did you text him say I can't do it, or did you just let it happen?
No, I thought the 2 to 3 times a week that I've been doing stands, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but he said be here Monday. You should have said, Dave, I will be there 3 days, but I can't be there Monday.
It doesn't matter at that. You're talking to a wall at that point.
All right. All right.
Get your thoughts out. You're staying conservative right now. Just do it. What are you feeling?
Huh?
Someone's coming after you.
That I think they're talking about. Like, I'm a content guy. Mince, you're taking over the fantasy football pod.
Yes.
I think a good opportunity could be the Rico Bosco Memorial Fantasy Football League. We get to 12. You just rename it that. Everyone in the league here is talking about it. I think that works. That's what I'm thinking.
But that's assuming you die.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We don't want
It's a
you to
win-win.
die. We don't want you to die.
It's a win-win.
Okay, so you die.
So Nadu coming
We
in
get a
Monday is
fantasy
going to
football league.
kill you.
It would.
Or well, if you say it would, I mean he's. From what I know, he's going to be here.
All right.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's over.
So if he comes in, you're not ever going to come back in?
It's on the table.
I'm sure first week of college football season, you guys aren't going to be sitting right in that fucking podcast room doing pick'em just the same as you do with the summer squeeze out, just the same as you do every fucking year.
This
Heads.
one's a real. This
No,
one's like a squeeze,
you said that last year. You said that
Squeeze.
last
No,
every
he
year.
usually starts to squeeze. This one's a real squeeze.
Big time.
Have you talked to Dave in the last couple days?
Won't answer the phone.
Do you think
How many
Dave-
times did you try to call him?
3. Each meal. After the nurse at Bellevue handed in the meal, I made a phone call. I made my one phone call, and I went back in the box.
Do you think Dave is a real rider?
No.
Do you think Daniel Big Cats is?
Who says it like that?
I liked it. I don't know.
Daniel Big
Do you think
Cats.
Do
Daniel
you
Big
think
Cat?
Daniel Big Cat?
80%.
You think he's 80% a rider?
80-20.
He's got 20% scale in him.
No, 20% stir. We don't. He's not the full S.
What about Marty? What percentage of rider is he?
100. I think he
Wow.
wants to be 0. I think he's off for me, but
I'm
Wow.
100 though.
yeah, 100.
I checked in on you. You
What
didn't
about
answer
Big
me.
95, and I caused the 5%. So he's excused.
I think it's more like 5. You calls the 95%.
You think I caused the 95?
Mhm.
All right. I wouldn't say.
You think Ben
I
Mintz
think it was
is
a 5%
Ben
damage.
Mintz, are you a rider?
Yeah, I'm a rider.
What percent?
100%.
Okay.
Rico's been
What about-
Rico's been awesome.
what
to me.
about Brandon?
Mentorship program.
0. He
Yeah.
said it. He said that motherfucker's crazy. I laughed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They let me watch one program at
I have.
Bellevue. I said, I want to watch this show.
All right, a lot of sports going on. I'm sure we'll get get all the shit out. I thought Dan was coming, but maybe he's not.
Nats are an auto fade.
An auto fade.
I love that. There's certain teams now that start to fade away and lose every time. I love the Phillies again tonight.
What about
So-
the Cubs as far as getting rid of all their players too? Are they an auto fade?
They would be.
Yeah.
So your logic is once you trade.
No,
all
but
your
it
players,
depends. If
bet
they
against
if
them.
the Cubs, I haven't seen what the Cubs have done this week. They also played the Nationals, so that was a
Yeah.
throwaway
Sure.
game. But you start to see, I'm telling you, and you would know, Smitty, I'm betting baseball.
I
Teams start to lose like 12 out of 17 now before you even blink.
I just think it's tough calling anybody who plays the Phillies an auto fade.
Guy looks
What?
like he's gonna get whacked.
Yeah, you're looking
every 2
around a lot.
Everywhere.
You're looking around.
What do you want me to do? Oh, yeah. You're probably happy, right?
It's like
What that guy? What's Rob done to you?
He wanted me out early.
Remember you yelled at him for what? What did you yell at him
He
for?
set me up.
He set you up during for Trista.
Rob's
arguments.
probably like, he's probably got a binder of like prayer cards, and he's got a little slot for Rico.
he is
You're
like
probably
Jimmy
happy.
Conway waiting for Henry Hill at the diner, just looking over his shoulder, all
Yeah.
jittery. Surprised he wasn't here 15 minutes early. See who Brandon walked in with.
He was here remarkably early for Rico today. He was here very early. You were here like 10:30.
And it was bad traffic. I mean, I left at 8. Signed out of
Bellevue,
the facility,
yeah, okay,
and then
all right.
just came right here.
Yeah, all right.
Can we talk about? So we had to because we had to solidify it since
So
it's
Yankee Stadium, Cat. Yes, we're gonna talk about that.
August. No, we don't. I didn't even see the Yankees played yesterday. August 3rd. We gotta solidify everything. Like soon.
Kelly and Vegas just told us no on the contest.
Both. I think
Okay.
both of them are out.
No,
because that's
no.
crazy.
Megan's in. I've been DMing with Megan, making money.
No. This is a democracy here. We all got to vote.
We all vote, but I have the information from her.
Okay, so tell us.
I will. All right.
Wait, we gotta.
Oh God, boy. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, just walking by. That's all he's doing.
Wait, Dan. 1 sec. I have one question for you.
Pinstripe Dan.
This is Big Cat,
So-
Barstool Big Cat. Everybody.
We were asking Rico about is Dave a rider? He said no.
Yeah, he is.
And he asked about you. He said you're 80% yes, 20% no.
I say both are not true. He's a rider. I'm a rider.
Stir the pot a little bit.
What shirt are you wearing today, Rico?
I said that.
Because this is the hypocrisy of Miko Bosco. I stir the pot, and then he wears a shirt that, for anyone who needs the Barstool history lesson, that team right there that's on Rico's shirt lost me $25,000. $25,000, and that was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, where it was
That's a lot
a
of money.
significant amount of money comparatively. But yeah, he stays in his lane,
gives
guys.
me
That's stirring the pot.
He stays in his lane. Okay, all right.
I went
All
to
right,
a
rest
wedding
my
with these
case. I
guys.
rest
They're
my
nice
case.
guys. They're nice guys.
The Notre Dame Fighting
Yeah, I went to a
Illini.
wedding with them.
Name 3 of them.
Ryan Kurz, Colin Quinn. and-
Colin Quinn
No,
hosted
no,
Saturday
hold
Night
on,
Live
hold on.
Weekend Update.
Not Colin Quinn. Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
I'm not an idiot. You said it.
They had a Quinn.
Just say a couple Irish
Mighty
names.
Quinn.
They did. Ryan Ayers.
Got Jim O'Neill.
Luke-
McDonald.
O'Donoghue. Yeah.
Paul
Rob
O'Brien over
Kurz.
there.
Rob Kurz is on here. Jonathan Peoples, I believe.
Shams McCormick.
All right, here we go.
those guys.
So Megan DM me, and by the way, one of the comments is Megan making me horny. Relax, fucking relax on the comments. Chat boys, calm down.
She had the Yankees yesterday and the Blue Jays. She's one of us.
Oh yeah,
I had the Blue Jays.
She's one of us.
Big
she's
time.
terrible.
The Blue
yeah.
Jays.
She's the worst. But anyway, I've been DMing her, and she wanted to. She tried to negotiate. She said our 3 to 5 rule, three bets, 3 to 5 bets. She didn't want that. She said some days I don't want to force it. I just want one bet. And I said,
No.
all right, I don't think that's going to help you. And when everybody else got 3 to 5 and we're chasing units, and then she said this morning, what's the limit for juice? And she's like, can I take or like minus 180, minus 175? She says anything less than minus 140. What'd she say? And I said, yeah, you can take whatever you want, but it's about units. So if you're taking a bunch of minus 200s or minus 180s, you're going to be hurting yourself. But Megan is in. Kelly in Vegas is out.
Yeah. Okay. So, but she's doing 3 to 5.
And Kelly just said, I don't do baseball. I'll catch you guys on football. And yes, Megan is doing 3 to 5.
Okay. So then she's doing 3
So
to 5.
Megan's
she's
in. Yeah.
Kelly's a pro though, so I mean,
What
I
is
don't
that?
hate
Well, we're all
I'm
pros.
a fucking pro.
you're a pro.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a pro.
Did you not see him play for the New Jersey Jackals or whatever they're called? He's a pro baseball player, pro gambler, pro everything.
Pro gambler.
My unit count since May 1st.
You haven't seen that?
This is a blue
I have.
gambler.
We're playing for nothing though.
This is a
What
real
do you
gambler.
mean?
belts or what?
We're playing for
playing.
$500.
Where are the belts?
Pay attention to the fucking show,
I
Rico.
did pay
We're playing
attention
for
to the
money
show.
this week. We're
The
playing
belt, but the belt lives forever.
See that?
I want the money.
We're playing.
I want the belt.
We're playing for money
Fuck
this
the
month.
belt.
This motherfucker would take the money and go buy himself a belt.
For sure.
He would just cash it out immediately and go buy a belt.
I'd probably buy a headstone, but that's a different conversation.
That's a little too much
It's good to stash if you find a low market.
for a headstone.
Yeah.
All right.
Has anyone not
the
won
plot.
yet, by
you
the
got
way?
kids, you shop for
Minty's
deals.
the only one that hasn't won.
Ugh.
I have not won. I've been here.
Wait, Brandon, have you won?
I won.
Oh, Walker.
Did you won early?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No,
you
I
did.
didn't win. I won March.
I think I've won 2.
You
I've
did,
had,
you're
I've
right,
had
you're right.
three.
Oh, it's
I've had 3 seconds.
That's when we
no
started the
wins.
belts, no?
I don't know. We started
3
in
seconds?
January, I think.
Yeah, but no wins.
I don't know.
Much.
Nobody
Yeah.
remembers second that Rico.
Nah.
Nobody
Didn't you
remembers.
get fucked one month where like somebody was any other month you would have won?
No, he
Yeah,
hasn't been
but you
close.
you
He's
cru-
almost-
you crushed me in June. You got red hot. in
Yeah,
June.
but you were hot in June.
Yeah, I had a good June.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. Nobody remembers. If you don't win, you're first loser. If you get second, nobody cares. It is what it is.
True enough. Why don't you hit the first ad for us?
I will.
Okay.
All right. Cuts Clothing. 5 years ago, Cuts founder Steve Borelli set out to create clothes for every occasion the modern man faces. Since then, Cuts has become the Tesla of t-shirts, hoodies, polos, sweatshirts, and more. From their signature buttery soft Pika, Pro Tri-Blend tees to their cozy Hyperloop French Terry fabric hoodies, Cuts elevates clothing staples with cutting-edge fabric technology. Get ready and stay ready for any occasion with clothes that combine classic designs, universally flattering fits, and next-level textile technology. GQ magazine calls the classic Pika Pro Tri-Blend tee the only shirt worth wearing. This month marks the Cuts' 5th anniversary, and they're doing it big with 2 collection drops, a product launch, and a week-long special event. Join the celebration and get 15% off site-wide by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off and access to anniversary events all month long.
Ben Minch, you've been working out. You look like you got workout gear on today.
I mean, yeah, but not enough. I don't know. I'm getting back on the wagon though. But
There's a workout thing, a wagon?
well, just I was doing really good all year, and then fell off in Omaha, and then that week we're out of the office, and now we're riding ship.
Next week, I want everybody on the show. It's going to be skinny week. Nobody can be on the show if they're over like 250 pounds.
Well, I'm in some serious trouble.
Cut. Can't lose to that.
That's very
I'm
discriminatory.
I've been working on it.
248.
By Monday, I could be.
Yeah, I'm not.
I might be
I'm like
the only
260.
one on the show.
I could be. Yeah.
I think I'm like 265.
Actually, a weight limit on this show it'd be suicide.
Yeah, I mean-
done. The show's
Who
over.
you haven't produced in that case?
Yeah, the producer's
Everyone's
gone.
out.
Zaz the only guy.
I mean, think about it. Remember,
I think Zaz pushing it.
Stay tuned to the
close.
Zaz show.
It'll
Yeah.
be Za, Avery, and Marty. Marty will just do a solo live stream.
we should recreate my elevator video, the overload.
Oh boy.
Oh God,
I can.
that was wild though.
Best video.
It was one of
I've
those.
ever
I'm
been a
kind of
part
like it was.
But that wasn't. You didn't set out to make that. That just happened. Right?
No,
just-
it did. It was
just
organic.
Literally
We
happened.
just got on the elevator.
Rico was covered in the back.
I will say,
There was
Brandon,
a lot of
you
meat
hadn't
in
been
that.
getting as many. I've definitely been getting the man boobs comments on Twitter lately, so we got to get these tits shrunk again. It's no good. It's no good, man.
I love that he offered that up himself. I didn't
No,
say
I mean,
anything.
it is what it
Genuine,
is,
we gotta
dude.
get these tits shrunk. Dude.
Yeah.
Brandon,
We gotta
what's with the rumors of you leaving the experts in the dozen? Like, guys, rumors are rumors. Okay, rumors are rumors.
Overload.
A lot of meat in that. A lot of man meat.
Look at this. Overweight. We got fucking overload.
Oh man.
That's what was it like 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
All right, so a lot of sports we can talk about. We had the Rico stuff that covered up way too much time. NBA free agency. I don't know. As a Sixers fan, I mean, you guys
Boring.
aren't really very active.
Well, Dwight Howard just went back to the Lakers.
The Lakers are just collecting antiques again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're collecting. They got Dwight Howard. They got Trevor Ariza,
yeah.
who's 37. They got a 33-year-old, and they got. I do like Bazemore. Now Bazemore, I think, is a decent little piece for a contending team. Actually, a really good piece. I love Bazemore, but they're just collecting antiques, and plus Westbrook's not young. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they had old legs against the Suns in the playoffs, and then when AD went down, they were done. They were
But every
completely
year,
done.
other than last, it usually works. He keeps getting to the finals with old pieces.
Yeah, but he's had
Rondo, right? He had Rondo on the team.
All you need
He
on that
had-
team is LeBron healthy, AD healthy, and Westbrook healthy, and they're probably going to be right there in the finals.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't.
Fill in the rest.
I still don't know how
They
Westbrook
can't
and LeBron fit together. I don't know how Westbrook and LeBron fit together.
They find a way.
They both need the ball a lot.
They find a way.
I just
How do
think
you know they find a way?
they're
We
gonna
don't know that.
I think they're both too good players to not find a way.
I just think they're going to struggle a ton with spacing.
Another thing in free agency, how about Chris Paul signing with the Suns for a shit ton of money? For I think 4 years, $120 million. I don't understand. Here's my thought process on the Suns. Chris Paul is going towards the bottom of the hill. The best Chris Paul they're ever going to get was the one they just had, and it wasn't enough. And he wasn't enough in the finals. He didn't put them over the top. So if you're paying for the next 4 years of Chris Paul, in 2 years, is that Chris Paul going to be enough to win you a championship? I don't think so. I don't understand the huge monetary investment in Chris Paul at all.
I could see the negotiations going on and him being like, man, I'm probably out in like a year or two. And they said 4 years, 100. I guess I'm playing for 4 years. Because that's like, what are you doing? 100? I don't look at the NBA money anymore because like Caruso's getting 40 million.
Yeah.
And it's like that doesn't make any sense.
Compared to football, it's sickening.
NBA money is incredible.
Tim Hardaway just got another bag too. That's the one. Those are the ones that are criminal. Like you could just, even as old as he is, you could justify Chris Paul for getting how much?
120.
Yeah.
Look how much
you could justify that.
It's the mid-tier.
It's when
It's the mid-tier.
Amir Johnson got fucking 30 for 2 years,
But I think
or
it's
3. Like that's the robbery.
I think a lot of it's that these teams are just bidding against no one. Like who else was going to give Chris Paul $120 million? No contender. Was
I don't think they realized that. Also, you're right.
What did D Rose just get for the Knicks?
343.
43.
That's what I don't love. I feel very weird about what the Knicks did because they
just running it back.
They pretty much just ran it back and just added Fournier instead of Reggie Bullock, which I don't really think that. I mean, that's definitely not pushing us over the top or getting us.
Yeah, but they didn't
closer.
spend. The Knicks didn't spend bad, and they still have their assets.
Fournier getting almost 80 was
80.
I mean,
That's a lot
good bit of money for.
Yeah.
for
It's
he's a
like
good
they
shooter,
have
good
to
scorer,
spend
but
them. I mean, they do. They have to fill the roster, so they just spend the money.
I just felt
actually
very
really-
like blue balls by how
NBA.
much money the Knicks had and the way they spent.
They talk about
It was
backup
weird.
quarterbacks robbing money. Like, just be a mediocre NBA player and you just rob
It's
money.
all
for
about
the
the
rest of
middle.
your
It's all
life.
about the mid-tier. It's
If
the
you're
mid-tier.
if you're a solid 3-and-D guy, you average 15 a game, you're getting $20 million.
Insane.
Andre Iguodala, fine player. I
Yeah.
would consider above average for the most of his career, but pretty average now. $202 million in his
Well,
career.
he mentioned Tim Hardaway Jr. I believe his career earnings with this contract will be $150 million. Tim Hardaway
Crazy.
Jr.
Yeah.
Like
The
he's
Knicks
a
gave him
solid
some,
scorer, like a good player, but
Yeah.
I mean that's just crazy money.
Yeah, he's right though. The Knicks like
We literally just ran it back and then just switched Fournier for Bullock, which I
Which
think he's
is-
better than Bullock, but
it's not
that's
like
not like
it's-
this big move.
And
You
I do
signed
like
Burks again
their-
too, right?
No, I'm happy. Like I'm glad that we signed Burks back. I'm glad that we got Nerlens Noel back. We needed a center. He played really well last year. D Rose played great for us last year. I'm glad we got him back. The money's is one of those things. Like would a team have given him 340? That same like 343, maybe. But I just think we're a team that clearly was there but wasn't there at all, and then we just make all those basically re-sign all these guys and just switch Fournier for Bullock for double the money.
All right.
You're on the Dame train, though.
All right, so what about
I hope so.
what about the Sixers? I feel like any move the Sixers make or don't make is just a prelude to whatever happens with Ben Simmons.
Oh, of
right?
course.
That's all
of
the
course.
offseason's about.
They
What-
re-signed Furkan, which is like what it is. I personally could have let him walk, but I mean he's a bench player who like fills in the starters when people are hurt. I mean Dwight Howard left. There's really nothing much they can do until the Ben Simmons situation's figured out. Like,
What do
they're
you
holding-
want? What do you want them to do with them?
I want Dame. I would give up Ben. I would give up Matisse Thybulle. I don't want to. I would give up Maxey, who's a fine young player. I would give up draft picks. I would give up a kidney, my left nut.
So roll with
Yeah.
Damon
I
and
would-
Embiid and build around it however you can.
Absolutely.
to.
Dame, Embiid, Tobias, because that team is ready to win now. And not only that, Embiid's shelf life for a big guy, I mean, he's already like kind of banged up here and there. His prime is now, so you win now. You can try to give up Ben for what they offered the Spurs, like 4 first-round draft picks, 3 pick swaps, and DeJounte Murray. But that's not really helping you win like now with Embiid. Like you need somebody to come in and just absolutely slay out, and that unfortunately just means basically best case scenario Dame, Beal, maybe Zach LaVine, maybe.
I feel like Dame and Beal would be great
Top
gets.
2.
Zach LaVine a big gap.
Yeah,
Big
But I
gap.
mean, there's other people like Fox out of Sacramento. I don't think they're going to give him up. But like Colin Sexton could possibly be a fit, but you're still.
I don't
kinda-
mind Sexton if you can get him to play. As not the he wants to be
It's
the
the
guy.
complete opposite of Ben Simmons. You're overcompensating.
Right, he's overdoing it and
Exactly.
Ben underdoes it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, he's not that talent yet. Like,
But he's young as fuck.
Yeah, and he's
young
good.
and I think he's
I know
gonna
he's
be
on a
good.
bad team, and he averaged I think 24 last year.
Yeah.
Like
But
when they were talking about,
average, you need him to average 18.
But
No, I hear you. I hear you.
No.
He shoots a lot, and he plays no defense.
it's a big adjustment going from like a team where you're the best player on a bad team to trying to be,
Of course.
like one of the better players on a good team.
Of course.
Like as a Knicks fan, they talked about the Knicks trading for him, and I was definitely, if Dame wasn't in the picture, I would
With the-
definitely be in on it.
The Knicks draft, I actually loved it for them.
No, I love Grimes.
And dude,
I love
Deuce
Grimes.
McBride is not
Yeah.
bad. Like that's a good second round pick right there. But what the Bulls did yesterday, I actually liked Lonzo.
I'm pissed. Yeah. I'm
I
upset.
like
I
that
like
signing.
Lonzo.
They
Like,
played together at UCLA.
it's just-
him and Levine.
Yeah, it's just a good like. What do you get? 75,
Yeah,
Like
4 and 84.
85,
No, 4. Yeah,
85.
4 and 85, which I thought was
which
not.
is like not a lot.
I know.
Technically for
I think the
No,
Pels.
I don't think it's crazy.
NBA.
They got a nice little core there with those two and Vucevic.
Yeah,
Vucevic.
Caruso.
They still have marketing. They still have
Orlando,
lawn.
right?
They still have lawn. They still have lawn marketing too.
Laurie Marketing.
Laurie marketing. I'm sorry.
Fucking Caruso, man,
Decent
that
coach.
guy.
I don't think I've
wanted
ever
to-
seen Laurie Markkinen miss a three. Like, I know he has, like, figuratively, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Laurie Markins is a college basketball player that made me the maddest once because I bet on him and he was good. Everything he shot up went in. They had another player on that team. I can't remember Arizona, but they had a guard who totally R.J. Barretted the situation. He just
like, took the ball.
and kept shooting, kept shooting.
From New York?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It was a guard.
He was gonna go to St. John's. Was his final decision.
Yeah, I can't
I know
remember
who
his
it
name.
is, too.
But he shot. He kept taking shots away from Laurie Marketing, and they lost.
How was the kid? I honestly didn't watch the Bulls. Probably one game last year.
Yeah.
How was the Florida State kid that they drafted?
I
Derek
think
Williams.
Like he was decent.
I think he came along okay.
Yeah. Well,
Roll Atkins.
I'm interested to see.
Not even
I
Nice.
just don't think that's right. I don't think that's the guy I was talking about.
All he did was a ball hog.
They had Kobe White, right?
yeah, Kobe White.
So I guess the Kobe White thing's pretty much done.
That doesn't seem it.
Gonna roll with two point guards.
Yeah, it's like they. I mean, unless they're trade, I don't know what their plan is with them. But yeah, that's what the question mark is right now.
Lonzo was playing off the ball last year because they were running the offense through Zion more and more, and he started hitting knockdown threes. His 3-point
By the way,
got way better.
What are the Pelicans doing? They're gonna lose Zion.
Man, this
They're gonna lose
Pelican
him,
thing.
but I actually like that one Graham.
Devontae Graham, but they had to give up because nobody wants to come to New Orleans in the NBA at all. The Pels had to give up a first-round pick on a sign and trade to get Devontae Graham. It's lottery protected.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of extra picks because the Drew Holiday trade, which obviously worked out for the Bucks. Graham can make. They're trying to basically Zion's going to be the point forward, and they're trying to get guys who can just be knockdown shooters around him because David Griffin screwed up so bad last year. The modern NBA is all four spacing and shooting, and the Pels were playing in a different decade last year. You can't have Steven Adams clogging the lane with Zion driving all the time, and so they're trying to fix it, but. Man, I don't know. Y'all know I try to be optimistic, but to have an organization have Chris Paul, AD, and Zion, 3 shots at Hall of Famers and mess up all 3 is, I mean, that's not good.
They didn't mess up Chris Paul though, did they? I mean,
Well-
he kind of just. I mean, time.
No, but they had Chris Paul. They had a core that Paul, West, Tyson Chandler that was working, and they traded Chandler for Emeka Okafor for straight up, and Paul was boys with Chandler, and they lost Paul the second they made that move, and that move stunk them. Anyway.
All right, 646-291-24.
Were you the one saying Chris Paul's a dick?
Sorry, Rico's just gonna take over.
I'm just asking the question.
Me?
Fitz. Yeah.
No, I just said I always thought he was overrated.
I think he might be a little bit of a dick, too, because if he quit on the team there, he's also kind of a dick to the fans, and recently when he was doing whatever. Maybe I'm...
You're just pulling shit.
I don't know.
Connecting dots.
The New Orleans thing, though, it's been the management forever.
Connecting
I
dots.
actually have Paul's back.
There goes
on that.
Gaz, Rico. And then you want to talk to him?
No, he'll see him at 1.
That's your guy, right?
Nope.
Okay. 646-291-2437. If you guys want to call in, talk about whatever, I'm going to take a couple right now. I got a World Series prediction out there. I got a couple college footballs. You put CFB on there, I'm going to take the call. We'll start with our boy Mark in Philly. Go ahead.
What's up, fellas? Switching over to college football, like you said, I read your win totals blog, Brandon, and I saw a win total on there that I've been looking at as well with Wisconsin over 8.5. I'm a big fan of that over, so it made me take a glance at some Big Ten odds. And Wisconsin at plus 115 to win the Big Ten West is no long shot, but it seems like a lock to me. I'm a big Mertz guy. I think he takes a leap in his sophomore year after showing promise as a freshman, especially before he got COVID and missed a month. I think they'll have a better running game. Mertz will be a stud. And you take a look at that schedule inside the Big Ten, they avoid Ohio State while getting their toughest games, Penn State, Michigan, and Iowa, all at home. I think they're a lock to win the Big Ten West and make the Big Ten title game. And if I think that, I'm sorry, Big Ev, but I think I have to take a shot on Wisconsin plus 800 to win the Big Ten as well. I think Wisconsin and USC are my two favorite playoff dark horse contenders, and I'm all over the win total and futures for both.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, if you are that confident they're going to get to the title game, take a little flyer
have
on
to.
800.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
I do have one question. Is the title game in Indianapolis again this year?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
As long as
always is.
that title game is indoors on turf, none of these 2-3 star Big Ten laden rosters have a chance against Ohio State. I mean, I know Northwestern fought to the fourth, but the speed on the fast track
It
is
happens
too
every
much.
they jump out to a lead on us, and
Yeah.
then we end up dominating the second, third.
It needed
fourth
to be a
quarter.
cold weather game.
The more I look at Ohio State, the less I like them this year. But I said on Walk the Line, I'm saying it again. I think the problem is with the rest of the Big Ten, I don't think anybody gets to be as good as them. Like, they're still going to be the best team in the Big Ten. There's still going to be a gap there between them and everybody else because Michigan's not there, Penn State's not there. Nobody's there yet. But I think when you come to judge it, because you don't judge Ohio State against Big Ten teams anymore. You judge them against Alabama, Clemson, and whichever other team is elite that year, like LSU a couple years ago. And if you're doing that, Ohio State lost every linebacker they had.
No, what I was going to say that
They don't have much pass rush coming back unless Zach Harrison takes a big leap.
That's not true.
Unless he takes a big leap, they don't have much.
Haskell Garrett's back. Tyreek Smith's back.
Yeah, not big numbers, though. Those are not big numbers as far as sack goes.
But I'm
you've got 7 of the top 8 DBs back. You'll be pretty good
No,
there.
the DBs is actually what worries me more than even the
You
line.
lost Sean, but your linebackers are not good. They're young.
Well,
they're
I'm saying,
inexperienced.
Brandon, we reload. It's not
You
like
reload. You reload to win the Big Ten. I think you win the Big Ten, no problem. I don't think you're a true national title contender this year. I think there's a transition. You'll be a national title contender next year. That's what I think about Ohio State.
All right, that's fine. A couple of years ago, you said Michigan was going to win the Big Ten. So.
I did. I said that. I said Notre Dame was going to win the national title last year. I can
just
be
saying,
wrong as easily
the
as I can be
secondary,
wrong.
and the linebackers definitely worry me. There's not a lot of experience there. Pretty much all starters from last year gone. Like I said, even though the secondary brings a lot of people back,
And quarterback.
quarterback I'm okay with. Like, well, now we have like our pick of the litter of 5 stars, which everyone wants to rise. So I mean, it's Stroud's job right now to lose. If this Quinn Ewers kid comes in and is just like the second coming, maybe he'll be the guy right away. Who knows? But I think we have enough talent there. The guy who's there is going to be just fine. And so much talent in offense, he's going to have a lot to work with.
All right, World Series.
Wait, we got a
What?
Rico and Big F. We are Daniel Jones all-out brawl.
I heard about
Giants
I
training
think I
What
love
happened?
it.
TJ, I'll get
Giants.
to you in a
What do
minute,
you mean
TJ.
you love it? Daniel Jones at the bottom of the pile.
He's in the mix. He's
No,
a
we
gritty
don't
guy.
need a mix.
You don't want your quarterback at the bottom of a
No,
pile?
Evan
It's-
Ingram
it's
and
Coach-
Jabril
Coach-
Peppers, like
Coach
they're all
Joe
going,
Judge Carter.
and they're literally
They're
just
doing sprints right now.
doing
We're working the
sprints
boys out. It's
100-yard sprints. What the fuck's going on,
listen.
guys?
Did you play football growing up?
Yes.
But I'm saying, so you never had like in the summer? Listen,
I'm not-
This is dog days of summer.
This is not fucking
You get-
SIAG Little League. This is fucking Daniel Jones.
No, but it's
our
just
guy
listen.
we need.
It's hot. Pads are on.
First day
You're
of
bumping
pads.
heads.
This
You're
ain't the
bumping
junction
shoulders.
points, though. You can't have your quarterback at the bottom of a pile.
No.
He's in the mix.
No, we don't want
he's
him in the
not in the
mix.
mix. He
He's
got
a
caught up in
brittle
the mix.
man.
He's going to end up at the bottom of a pile in the season. It's all right.
Yeah,
you can't do it
listen,
every
he's gonna
day.
be
He's
fine.
practicing, yeah.
You can't do it every day. Just
Listen, I'm
practice.
taking this and spinning it the other. Listen, Joe Judge is whipping the boys in shape. We're figuring things out. This is where you build character.
Literally, the tweet just said the reporter has never seen someone as angry as Joe Judge today.
Yes, because he's whipping the boys in shape. This
That
is what-
doesn't sound-
this is
after
how you
this
build
is-
character and camaraderie as a football team.
He didn't build it. They're fucking fighting each other.
Yeah, and we're building it up
didn't
right
come
now.
to- he didn't
They're
come with a
showing
plan
signs
today.
of life.
This
It's
is
the first
that's-
day of pads.
You think Joe
We're
Judge
aggressive. This is an aggressive football team.
Joe Judge showed up today and said, "You know what? Over breakfast, I'm going to get these guys to fucking fight."
Full
Yeah.
out brawl.
Well, I want Daniel Jones in there. I want him to get his fucking.
not even-
No.
I would
I
like
don't
to-
think he planned it, but I think he took lemons and made lemonade.
I want to fight the other team. I don't want to fight our team.
That'll happen. No, because once we get sick of fighting each other, we're gonna come together. We're gonna kick their shit out of everyone else.
Look, fights happen in camp with the same team at every single level from high school.
Correct.
on.
Yes,
Like,
that's
they
what I'm
happen.
saying.
You do not fucking get the quarterback at the bottom of the pile. That's
what
the point.
Is concerning. I don't
Exactly.
care about the fight. I care about
Apparently,
Daniel
it
Jones
stemmed
laying
from
limp.
it stemmed from a late hit that just blew up.
What's Daniel doing? Get out of there.
I like his fire.
Fire. He got probably a hit on accident. He's just laying there like this.
Yeah.
Or he just dove in. He's just trying to get his guys off.
He didn't dive in,
know
Big
Daniel
F.
Jones.
He dove in a fight.
Listen. You've seen no
That
footage.
6'6"
All you are coming to
bottle of
conclusions.
skim
You don't have a
milk's not
fucking
jumping in.
clue.
Big
Neither
F,
do I.
Big F, you've seen no footage.
I haven't.
You've
So-
got the guy being a hero going up the fucking steps in 9/11, diving into a fight.
I mean, well, you just took it to 9/11. This is New York City, Brandon. Let's not get carried away.
well, I'm on another show that we talk about 9/11 every day. Anyway, you're acting like he's a hero.
He could be.
Okay.
You act like he's the worst person on earth.
I did
you don't
not.
know that
I
either.
did not. TJ, World Series prediction, go.
What's up, fellas? I've got the World Series prediction of Milwaukee. It looks like it's their best year in years. I don't think that the NL West has what it takes, and I think that this could be the turning of the tide of Tampa Bay giving the torch to Milwaukee. You got Aaron Rodgers coming back for football season. The Bucks just won the championship.
Fair.
What do you guys think? Milwaukee City a champion?
Well, I gave out Brewers plus 1,300 like 3 weeks ago because I do like it. However, to say the NL West doesn't have what it takes, I mean the Dodgers are already a great team and they just added fucking
Trey Turner,
Max Scherzer. I mean, they added a fucking MVP caliber player and a Cy Young caliber pitcher, or Cy Young pitcher. So the Dodgers are going to be there. The Padres are going to be there.
The Giants.
The Giants are there.
You just added Chris Bryant.
and Anderson.
The Giants are. No one
Still
wants
doubting the Giants.
They're good. They're good.
See what they did
The
last
Giants
night? I
are
know
very
But
good
I do,
baseball
I
team.
do love the Brewers too because they got those 3 pitchers.
Yeah.
I think it's a worthy World Series bet. It was plus 1,300 a couple weeks ago. I don't know what it is now.
I don't think their lineup is consistent enough or strong enough with those pitchers, and even the above-average bullpen. Their closer hater.
That's what's so infuriating about the Mets. Everyone thinks now. Granted, winning the division is not a lock. I'm not saying that, but the Mets think they're competing against the Phillies, Braves, and Marlins. You're not. You're competing against the Brewers, Padres, Giants, and Dodgers. And if they do get to the playoffs, they're a lame duck. They have no chance.
Exactly.
They have no. You're just
Nobody from the East.
we're just delaying death. It's very frustrating.
Dave said wow to you.
I saw that. I have the alerts on.
All right, what you have, Dave's? What did he say? Wow to.
They picked Central clipped. Yeah, there you go.
Do you think Still Presidente is a writer? No. And he says, wow. Okay. And I'm sure he sees your shirt. That's your anti-Dave shirt, correct?
I'm mad at Dave's shirt, like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that reference.
You didn't watch that show?
Thankfully not. I watched the first 2 seasons. It was fine. Then I came back and watched the end. Worst ending ever.
Oh, it was
so,
horrible.
Yeah. Okay, you're not going to explain it.
He wears a shirt when he's mad at his wife, Lily.
Go ahead. Ben Mintz.
All right, NASCAR this weekend, huge race as they're heading to the road course at Watkins Glen. This week, drivers turn both left and right as they attempt to navigate the twists and turns of the legendary 2.45-mile road course. And the Barstool Sportsbook is offering exclusive bets for you to get in on all the action and win big. Stay tuned for our picks later this week, and be sure to tune in to go bowling at the Glen this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC Sports Network. Tune in to go bowling at the Glen Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, NBC Sports Network. Brandon, want to mention?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before I lose a comment, I want you to hold that thought. Rico, there's a comment right here. Smitty V 2.0 says, Dave isn't a writer. He's an annoying troll. Your thoughts?
They said it, not me.
Do you? What'd you think?
I wouldn't say troll.
What would you say?
He knows how to stir the pot. He's got a good team around him. Hat guy, sandwich guy, Minnesota Mike.
We need a rider court. Like we need it. It's getting out of hand.
I know.
It really is.
I heard you sent some interesting text messages yesterday.
So who?
Dave, Big Cat, others.
Yeah, maybe.
Marty, maybe? I don't know.
My neighbor had my phone. I told you I was in Bellevue.
Hey, that fucking crazy bastard's
Crazy
getting at it
bastard.
again.
How does that neighbor get access so much?
Leave the doors unlocked.
I'm sorry, Ben Mintz. Go
No,
ahead.
I was going to mention. I thought we'd mention on this the Miles Brennan news for LSU. Hot take on this. I feel, first of all, what a snake bit college career. For those who don't know, LSU quarterback Miles Brennan is like what, a 6th year at this point.
Yeah.
Broke his arm on a boat
Oof.
or at a camp or something. People were saying it might have been in a yacht or something. I don't know.
I just don't. Go ahead.
No, I actually think, and I hate this for Miles Brennan, but this may actually help LSU's season and not have to deal with the quarterback controversy.
I don't think this matters at all. I think Max Johnson was probably going to win the job anyway.
Yeah, but now he's going to get all the reps.
He's going to get all the
I think
reps.
he'll be more ready for week 1.
And he's not. Yeah, it's not. You're not going to allow Ed Orgeron to fuck it up. So now Max Johnson. But Max Johnson will be good.
No, I think it helps.
I don't think the dirty secret about LSU last year. People want to say Miles Brennan got hurt. The quarterback was not an issue for LSU,
Except when TJ Finley played.
Except for TJ Finley,
who should have never been in there.
But when it was Miles Brennan, it was good. When it was Max Johnson, it was good enough. He beat Florida on the road. Quarterback wasn't the problem. And everybody says, oh, they have elite secondary. If they have an elite secondary, why do they have the 14th best pass defense? Why do they have the worst pass defense in the SEC? They gave up 120 yards more than Kentucky, who was number 1. They gave up a ton of yards. If they have such an elite secondary, if they have such an elite defense, why was it the worst in America last year? Not just one guy.
But
Bo
where did
Pelini,
they rank on run defense?
They were bad.
They were bad.
all over.
Okay, fine.
Bo Pelini, they didn't know their assignments. They made
Just
a horrible
examine.
hire.
Correct.
That was a terrible hire, and O made that hire. I'll admit that.
Yeah, he made the hire, but now he's made another hire.
That
So
makes
we're
sense
just-
if you can't run on them. That obviously teams have thrown the ball.
you
8.
could do everything
Okay, fine,
against
fair
LSU
enough.
last year.
Fair enough.
So if the players are that good, even if the coach is bad, I think there was a come and go shirt.
I noticed.
Where'd he get
it
that
as
come and
well.
go
I
shirt?
was stunned. I need to know who that is. I need to know.
That's
everything
Gage,
about-
right? That was
That's
Gage. Yeah.
You passed up on that one.
Mine's 10 times
He
better.
does have a good come and go shirt.
Who did?
No, yours is good.
But
who do
I
you want
should've
to-
got
That was
two.
that one's good. I
For
like
an Ole
that
Miss
one.
fan, you sure are a big homer about LSU.
Oh, come on,
No,
man.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Who do you want to start at Ohio State?
I mean, listen. I said to Brendan, if Quinn Ewers comes in and if he's the next coming, then put him in. I have no emotional attachment to any of these guys. I just play the best guy.
It's a good problem to
We got
have.
a lot of talent there.
Yeah, that's just that makes me fucking sick.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was fully in on C.J. Stroud. He looked awesome in the spring game.
Just whichever 5-star works out. Just go ahead and play
Does
that
it make
one.
you
You
sick
would
'cause
put
you
this
have no
kid in?
quarterbacks?
Correct, yeah.
You would put this kid in as a true freshman?
I trust Ryan Day's assessment. If he comes in and this kid is just incredible and he's just like, listen, we got to play this guy, play him. I mean, I'm not.
Well, I
like,
think you don't play this guy unless the others have to give him an opportunity, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like. I just trust Ryan Day. I trust his quarterback coaching. I just
But
trust
let's say
him
Ryan Day
running
doesn't.
the offense.
Let's say Ryan Day doesn't exist, and you have to make the decision. C.J. Stroud, who earned it in the spring, is going to get the first
Oh
shot.
yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, if it was just up to me off the cuff, I'd be like, yeah, C.J. Stroud's
Yeah,
the guy.
But then the problem with this team is, and it's a great problem to have, is this is not just a 5-star quarterback. This is 5-star Jesus, right?
Yes.
This is the highest rated quarterback recruit ever, higher than Trevor Lawrence, higher than Vince Young. This is the highest rated quarterback recruit ever. So if in week 4, C.J. Stroud, who's never started before, struggles even a little bit, Ryan Day can do whatever he wants, but the fans are going to be chirping.
For sure, and I think
hard.
it's going to get weird because every single quarterback, this is technically would be their first year eligibility. Last year was a wash. Every quarterback we have is technically a freshman. So even if C.J. Stroud, see another scenario, say C.J. Stroud lights it up this year, what do you do next year? He's not going anywhere. You have this kid who's like saying is like this next like godly type quarterback.
Okay,
That's where I think the roster management's going to get. That's going to be a big key, kind of like handling how that goes. Because I mean, this guy's going to be looking good at practice. All the players see that. It's going to be a weird thing to manage. He's going to have to hold it down.
Okay, 3 quick CFB calls, and we'll do our picks. I'm going to go as quick as I can. Let's keep it tight, boys. Let's keep it tight. Adam, college football, go.
Cool. Thanks. So I got one with Utah over on the win total right now. I like the transfer Charlie Brewer coming in from Baylor. Last year he wasn't that great, but he's moving into Utah's system. Kyle Whittingham said this is their best offensive line he's ever had there in, 15, 20 years he's been there. I just think they have the best schedule in the Pac-12. I think they'll be favored in 10 of their 12 games, and their first 9 games are really manageable. So over 8.5, I think they can get to 8 in the first 9, and then they have Colorado and another easy game to end it out with. So like Utah over 8.5.
All right, thank you very much.
Phil Steele also gave out Utah as his number 1 surprise team.
They're
Pretty sure.
they're so damn dependable. They're just every single year they're just right there.
They always have a loaded D line.
If your head coach has been around for that long and tells me it's the best O-line he's ever had, I'm going to get behind
Yep.
a team like that for sure.
And I also think you give guys a pass last year, too. That COVID, cancellations, unprep, bullshit.
I also
Charlie Brewer is a good
I
good guy.
also don't
He
hate
could play.
Brewer.
Lee, college football, go.
He could play.
What's up, boys? So Western Kentucky this year, they're to win their lead, the Conference USA, they are up to plus 550 now. They started at plus 1,200 at the beginning of the summer, so everybody's betting them. But the over 5.5 wins is still the same. They bring in the new offensive coordinator, quarterback, and wide receivers 1 and 2 from Houston Baptist, who passed the ball so well against FBS teams last year. 480 against North Texas, 572 against Texas Tech, and 406 against Louisiana Tech. They bring in Buffalo starting tight end and an Oregon wide receiver. They should do well, over 5.5 wins.
Boy, he talked me into that one too.
Did you realize
Good
how
prep
bad?
on
I think I'm gonna be betting every team.
They were.
You know how bad they were last year,
Really
though?
bad.
That's
I remember
a-
them playing BYU.
That's a hell of a jump.
All right, Clayton in Tennessee, go ahead. College football.
Hey guys, Tennessee over under 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's probably going to be one of those on October the 16th. Mincy's probably going to be in attendance for that one. It's going to be a W for the Vols.
Okay.
What do we think about that? What do we think in terms of the 6.5 number? I mean, we've lost, I don't know, 50% of the roster to the transfer portal.
You're not gonna love my answer.
Or mine.
It's a hard under. You've lost every good player you had. 202's in Alabama. Your running backs in Oklahoma. You got another player in Oklahoma. You got an offensive lineman in Oklahoma. Your quarterback. You're changing your quarterback. So what do? You go get one that failed at Virginia Tech, one that failed at Michigan, and you say, oh, well, I guess they won't fail here. Your schedule, not that tough. The East is down this year, so I'll give you that. But I don't think you're good enough to beat Kentucky. I don't think you're good enough to beat Florida or Georgia. And Pitt is really – that's tough for you, too. They're a veteran team with a quarterback. I think it's well under. Heupel's got to clean out this mess before he gets started rebuilding, and I don't think you get close to 6. That's just my thoughts.
And, Brandon, I just think also Pruitt and Heupel completely different systems. You're switching that up-tempo spread without the right personnel for it right now, and so that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, you should have hired Greg Schiano 3 years ago instead of that idiot Jeremy Pruitt.
And Kiffin's not losing there.
Jesus, come on. Don't say that. That's the wrong answer.
I'm sorry to tell you the truth. That you chased out a good coach just on some made up bullshit.
What's Schiano doing right now?
Rebuilding Rutgers. Rutgers going to be better than Tennessee this year.
Who's Rutgers got week 1?
Challenge.
Temple.
Yeah, 13.5, right?
Is that the line?
I think so. Rutgers was
Tennessee fans.
They've killed it in the transfer portal.
I love Tennessee. I wish I'd have kept him on for this. I love Tennessee fans because they get so sure that they're right, and they get so convinced that they're right, and everything orange is better. And they literally passed on Greg Schiano. They made up a bullshit reason. They chased him out. They passed on him and then hired a guy who objectively failed and was way in over his head and ruined their program for the next 5 or 10 years. And they're sitting there saying, no, we shouldn't hire Greg Schiano.
See,
we were right.
Because even Big T does it. They just scoff at the thought of Schiano.
They scoff at that.
He literally.
He's a legit coach, and you hired an idiot.
He's already taken a program from the dust and made them a top 25 program.
And they were hiring Mike Leach before they took John Curry's balls.
They
literally were hiring Leach, and then they had the coup, and Fulmer got in there, and oh man, Kiffin's not losing there.
You got one more ad to get?
I do. Paint your life. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. Quick and easy process. Get a hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks total. Send any picture. It could be yourself, your children, family, a special place, or a cherished pet, or even combine all your photos into one painting. Makes the perfect birthday, anniversary, or wedding gift. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded. Guaranteed. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word to Central to 64,000. That's Central to 64,000. Paint your life and celebrate the moments that matter most.
Rico, I know you're playing the sad act today, but college football's coming this month. Huh?
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Doing a lot of reading.
Yeah, a lot of reading. Got the Pick'em show, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be on it. It might be Nadu on it this year, but we'll see.
No chance.
We also didn't talk about Kyle Lowry to the Heat.
Yeah, talk about it.
I just think that's a fantastic.
Do you?
Yep, I love Kyle Lowry.
I always liked Dragic. I always liked Dragic to an irrational level. Like I always liked, maybe because he was so good on 2K.
I'm a big Lowry guy.
Are you a big Lowry guy when he was at Villanova, when he was actually like under 80 years old, or now?
No.
Okay.
He's got a big ass. He's great.
He's thick.
You like a good thick ass.
Thick low point guard, yep.
Smitty used to give him free pasta in Philly as improper benefits when you were slinging pasta. Didn't you tell me that?
What was that? Was that English? what happened?
Yeah, you sling some free pasta.
I used to sling pasta.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know the history.
Make ends meet anyway.
I know the history.
Yeah.
You gave him some free pasta as an improper benefit while he was at Nova.
Oh, and I wasn't slinging pasta 20 years ago when he was at Nova.
It wasn't 20 years. 13 years ago, maybe? 12?
Thought he was on that
36, isn't he?
Yeah, he was
14 years.
He was there at the same time.
22.
2006, 2007. Same time Conley was at Ohio State.
When was I slinging? I was slinging pasta like 2010, 2011.
Were you good? You good pasta slinger?
I was a great pasta slinger. The pasta slinger.
I delivered pizzas in high school.
Do what you got to do to survive.
Do what you got to do to survive.
It's 35.
I had to make salads at some point. I wasn't as good as y'all probably were.
You were a salad maker?
I was. It was a long fall from 75th in the World Series, Maine to the sideline. Brandon Walker.
Oh, I bet it. How quick was it?
It was a process, about 4 or 5 years.
Okay, all right.
I thought you were about to say it was like 3 months.
What was the process up to being the 75th player in the world? I bet that was fun.
That part was fun, but then I'd gotten to the top 200 in online poker right when the government outlawed it. And then I switched to live.
Government.
Got hot for 4 or 5 months. Thought I was Phil Ivey. Started booking fights around the country, living above my means, and then I crashed.
Way to go, George Bush.
Yep, not smart.
You ever thought about getting back in it now that you got a solid foundation, a solid base?
Oh no, I'm gonna. I can't wait to play a lot again. We're gonna play the World Series of Poker if it happens this year. Maine's November 6th.
We never talked about this, but
how's the merch going?
Hold on. We never talked about this, but Rico, Marty, I don't know if you were still there, Marty. I don't know if you were watching, but how about when we were in Omaha and you wanted to play a competitive poker tournament? You went to a competitive casino.
I asked for permission. I was denied and didn't. I stayed out of there.
That was like 7 seconds. He was denied too. He's like,
I sent a DM at 11 a.m. and then he responded about 1:30 or 2 p.m. He said, "Don't go," and I said, "That's why I asked." But look, if I'm learning anything at Barstool, it's transparency.
All right, y'all want to do picks, and then we'll circle back to any calls we got. Now, Rico, here's how it's working. $500 Barstool cash on the Sportsbook app to get your football season started to the unit winner this month. No fewer than 3 a day, no more than 5 a day. Don't come with an 11-play card. I guess when we get to a football Saturday for next month, we'll be able to figure out what we want those cards to be. We'll figure that out.
Football's going to be loaded.
Football's going to be loaded.
But it hurts and helps you.
But we're all going to play football. I mean, we're all going to do it. So, but for right now, 3 to 5, straight 1 unit plays.
When's it starting? August 1st?
It started two days ago. So we're competing for it this month. All right.
After a cold July.
Rico, get us started.
All right. The too many runs on Tuesday parlay is over 8.5 in 3 games. Angels, Rangers, Royals, White Sox, and Pirates, Brewers. We're going to that. And I am also on the Phillies -1.5. I said the Nats are a fade. I love the White Sox against the lefty -1.5. White Sox team total against the lefty. USA girls hoops. Future is female. -16. Give it to me.
All right, let's discuss the parlay part of this. If we're doing a 3 to 5 limit, if we're doing 1 unit bets, and this is a parlay for the sports book, is this? What are we doing with that?
I'm okay with not counting it.
You can do whatever you want. I just know that Jack said, "Hey, it's doing pretty well. I do it every Tuesday.
Can it be
I'm not hurting the people."
One of your selections.
Yeah,
because it would be good to promote those.
No, it is. I think it should. I think you should be able to, obviously beforehand, choose if you want it on or not. If you want it to count as your official.
Oh yeah, it's in.
And you live and die with the consequences.
Count it.
I only have one caveat on the side that's a problem with it. Like, let's say somebody's down 10, 15 units the last few days before, and they're just going to throw these Hail Mary parlays.
There's no risk.
Yeah.
So limit to 1 parlay a day.
No.
That doesn't do anything. That does nothing.
Like plus 400.
It still leaves that possibility out
say
there.
1 a week, maybe?
No, because we still got to put them on the sports books.
So but you still have to hit it.
You do have to hit it.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, we want to. Let's. Month 1. Let's let it go.
Sure.
We'll see how it affects things. Okay. We'll see how it. But
also, has anyone hit one of those bailout parlays to win the month? I've yet to see it. So I get what you're saying, but we're not good enough to.
I don't even
think
they would let you do a sportsbook exclusive parlay that was that big of juice.
Right.
That would be that like
Yes,
the
you
Shazay
would just have to
parlay
do
that
your
Jeff
own.
Lowe does, but that's like a 9-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
The Shazay.
You shouldn't be able to do it unless it is on the sports book as like your thing.
Okay, fair enough. It needs to be your exclusive.
If it's an exclusive on there, we should be promoting it.
Got it.
Agreed.
How many runs on a Tuesday?
All right.
Yeah,
too many runs
you
on a
can't
Tuesday.
take his parlay.
All right, Big Ev.
All right, today 3 plays. We got the Reds money line at home. We got Cardinals money line as home dogs, and we got the best home team on planet Earth, the Colorado Rockies money line.
The best home team.
Are they really the best home team?
Yes, and the worst.
Every time
away
you guys
team.
say that, they lose.
No,
not every time.
No, every time.
No.
Really?
Because I did that with you last time.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, you guys said, "Oh, this is the best home money line team." They immediately
they weren't
lost.
even close.
he did.
My altitude.
The one
game
time
won.
he did. Yeah.
Maybe one.
I mean, they're like they have like 40 wins. They're like 32-20 at home. It's crazy.
They're the worst away team though.
All right.
Rockies?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think them, and I read somewhere the Rangers are.
Where was he during the whole discussion?
The Rangers are 5-32 on the road in the last 37 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not good.
Somebody DM me that. The
Diamondbacks
Rangers
have been
are
atrocious
bad.
on the road too.
Well,
The Rangers are bad.
They lost
on
like
the road.
23 away games in a row.
Yeah.
They're a bad team.
All right, Marty Mush.
So Cole's got COVID, so Nestor Cortez is who's unbelievable.
You're immediately going to bet on him.
Nestor Cortez might be the Yankees' best player.
He's
of that
the
series.
best pitcher we have.
Look at the numbers. Don't lie. He's been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's sub-2 right now. So Yankees -1.5. I got the Red Sox. I got the Twins, and I'm addicted to betting on the Cardinals. I cannot stop.
Fair enough.
I just keep saying, oh my God, they have
responsibly.
They got all these players. They got these big names. What are we doing? Win the game.
Colorado Rockies are 13-40 on the road. Arizona's 13-41. The Texas Rangers are 13-40. So
that's
disgusting.
All right, we got 5 plays. I went with Zach Wheeler against the Nats, laying the 1.5. Toronto to bounce back off a loss last night. Took Seattle as a dog in Tampa. The Mets money line, which wasn't out. Walker's pitching, and then I took Atlanta with Fried against the Cardinals.
All right, I have. It's really just kind of a little FOMO of missing yesterday, but I got Orioles money line plus two. Well, it was plus 250 like 2 hours ago. It's plus 200 now.
Did you see what the original line was going to be when Cole was pitching?
It was 350.
They had the forecast. It was about 5-1.
Yeah, so it's down to 200 now. Okay, so I got Orioles money line. I got Rangers money line. Both those are going in that direction. Dodgers Astros under 8.5 tonight, and I got Braves money line, which was I wrote down my numbers 2 hours ago, and they have all changed dramatically. But that's okay. It happens. Those are my 4 picks for today. Smitty, what you got?
I got Phillies to score first and win, away team. Then -240 to score first, or like -180 to win. Combine them together, boom. Reds -139. I got Yankees Orioles over 9.5. Think the Yankees might cover that by themselves. And then Mets lost last night. They come back with Walker on the bump. And the Braves, this is game number 17 in which it's alternating. You got to ride that baby cakes until it shakes.
Marty, who's going to help co-host Bench Mob in a post-Rico world?
I don't know. I mean, we'd probably just put his jersey up over the chair.
That'll be nice.
When we
just you and Jake.
Yeah, I can't go away from my guy.
I don't think you guys are understanding the marketing aspects of this. You could have a Barstool Classic golf outing, Memorial, the Fantasy Football League. We got a lot of opportunities.
I'm going to
T-shirts.
Completely different way real quick. Am I getting fooled by Quiggs, or is NC State going to be over 6 wins easy? Because he keeps tweeting about it, and I'm like,
it hurts me because Mississippi State plays NC State at home this year, but I think NC State's going to be really good.
I keep
Devin Leary's good. I think 6.5 is. I agree with him. I would bet that. In fact, the one, you know how Clemson never loses the big game; they always lose the secondary game. Mm-hmm. I think at NC State is a huge spot for that to happen this year. I love NC State over.
What is that top 5 underrated team? I love Nevada. We were on Nevada. I actually think Memphis is not that good.
How the fuck is Texas a sleeper team?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Everybody's sucking Texas dick because of Casey Thompson and Bijan Robinson.
The bowl game, Brandon.
Bowl game.
Whatever. Bowl games don't matter.
Yeah, bowl game overhyped.
They both looked awesome.
Bowl games do not matter.
Missouri.
Actually, you know how crazy is it now with
the rest of the East being
what happened with Carson
Nah.
Wentz? We could see Sam Ehlinger starting NFL football games this year.
Yeah.
I know Easton's the guy right now. He's the leader in the clubhouse, but all it take one injury, one twist of the ankle, Sam Ehlinger's starting professional football games this year. Incredible.
Well, that's something.
Incredible.
That is something. But Texas is not going to be able to be a sleeper team because they're going to be in the preseason top 25 probably.
That's what I'm saying.
They're also going to be, if they win like the first game or two, they play actually a couple of toss-up games to start. They play UL Lafayette to open the season.
Who won at Iowa State?
That's not easy.
No, that's not easy.
And then they play a road game at Arkansas, which is probably easier than UL Lafayette, but still a road game at Arkansas. And it's Texas could, the cheese could slide off the cracker quick for them. And they're
known for slow starts too.
I don't know that Casey Thompson's going to be a good quarterback. You got Hudson Card sitting right there. Now I know Bijan will be good, but you can have a good running back and then still be a shitty team.
Didn't they get dick slapped by Maryland a couple of years ago
back
too?
To back.
They
lost both
times. Yeah,
lost both.
I love UL Lafayette, obviously. Now I think it sucks that they beat Iowa State last year. So they're not going to sleep on them because last year I was like, I knew it right away. I'm like, they're sleeping on them. I love ULL. Texas, can they do it 2 years in a row? I don't know.
Don't you sleep on Texas' ability to ego their way into a loss.
ULL.
They will absolutely. Texas will absolutely walk into that game thinking they're big bad Texas. They can do that.
Roll it back.
No problem. They're coming to this conference like, oh, us and Oklahoma, big swinging dicks coming to the SEC. No, you guys have been a mediocre program and a mediocre league. You're not just gonna Oklahoma. Yes, we respect, not Texas. You gotta be kidding. All right, music's playing. Anything else?
Love talking college football.
Rico, you'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
There it is. 3 days this week.
What about next week?
The Yak is up next.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
WTF.